Morning Transfers, brand new show on Sky Sports News.
Yeah, make sure you put it in your diary. It's already been a busy summer, but really is time to get down to business.
Yeah, this has the potential to be the biggest, the best and the most expensive transfer window we have ever seen.
Good Morning Transfers is going to be the best way to start your day.
What a huge summer we've got ahead on Sky Sports News, all started.
Things are about to heat up once again with two brand new transfer shows.
The big breaking news.
Let's get to Manchester United now, and the news broke last night.
I don't think there will be a knee-jerk reaction when it comes to the transfer strategy during this transfer window. I think United know that this will be a gradual evolution with their squad. This is a 4 to 5 window job to turn around this squad and make them back into challengers, I would expect as well. The United hierarchy know that this team needs 4 to 5 players in order to get themselves back into anywhere near trying to challenge the top of the league. The positive to come out of this, if there is a positive to come out of this result, it is that, you know, they're not. This result won't define their Champions League ambitions this season. They're still in the hunt. At the start of the window, they needed a creative midfielder. They're still chasing that creative midfielder.
So you said there a 4 to 5 transfer window, did you say? 5 or 6, or whatever it was. James, if you look back on their last 5 or 6 transfer windows, have they had much success?
Well, if you look back even further to when Alex Ferguson left in 2013, the club have spent £750 million on players, which is just an unbelievable number. Now, I was looking at all the players they've brought in over that time, who's still there, who's not. And if you look at the list of players that were signed in that time who are no longer with the club, you've got Marouane Fellaini, Daley Blind, Ander Herrera, Angel Di Maria, Memphis Depay, Mathieu Darmian, Morgan Schneiderlin, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Henrik Mkhitaryan, Romelu Lukaku, of course, left in the summer, Alexis Sanchez on loan, not really in the club's plans going forward. That's just a list of players in 7 years that are no longer with the club, which is quite something, really. If you look at, say, their rivals Liverpool, what they've done recently, they're retaining their players, they're keeping their players, long contracts, they're performing well, and they're continued that just familiarity, with their team. That's why they're performing so well. Man United chopping and changing in the last 7 years. Whether that's something to do with the managers, of course, 4 managers in that time, but their recruitment process quite simply hasn't been good enough. And I think no wonder Man United fans are losing patience with Ed Woodward and the board, really.
We had Flex United, didn't we, on last week, and I thought he put it really well in terms of what he thought was lacking in a transfer strategy for Manchester United. He put it down to a lack of a sporting director in Old Trafford. I'm sure a lot of Manchester United fans would say that they need this role, and it's something that a lot of teams have in the modern day football, and really the top clubs can't do without the sporting director. So the question has been asked by supporters why it's taking so long to get a person in position in that sporting director role. And you mentioned the managers there, David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, and now Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, all have had different ideas
Absolutely.
as to style of play and what type of players they want to bring in. And that has been a detriment to the strength of the squad, I think certain United supporters would say.
Start, though, with some breaking news concerning Manchester United and their search for a central midfielder. Let's come to you first, Mark. What can you tell us?
Yeah, well, when you talk about Manchester United and transfers, it's always significant. There's always a lot of interest because it's one of the biggest clubs on the planet, and therefore the fans are desperate to know what they're going to do about potential incomings. And we've got a little bit of breaking news here on Sky Sports News with regards to what they're looking to do. They have explored the possibility of signing players to the summer as well, but they have explored conditions of a potential deal for a central midfielder.
Manchester United are once again making headlines in the transfer market as reports suggest the club could be preparing an ambitious double move for midfielder Sandro Tonali and Mateus Fernandes. With the Red Devils determined to rebuild and strengthen their squad ahead of the new season, attention has turned toward creating a midfield capable of competing with the very best teams in Europe. The club's midfield has been one of the most debated areas of the squad in recent seasons. One of the names heavily linked with the club is Sandro Tonali. The Italian international has earned widespread praise for his composure on the ball, tactical intelligence, and defensive discipline. Since arriving in the Premier League, Tonali has demonstrated why he is regarded as one of Europe's top midfielders. His ability to dictate the tempo of games, recover possession, and distribute the ball effectively makes him an attractive target for any elite club. United's interest in Tonali reflects a desire to add leadership and stability to midfield. The 25-year-old possesses the qualities needed to anchor a midfield unit and provide a platform for more attacking players to flourish. His experience at both club and international level would bring valuable maturity to a squad aiming to return to the summit of English and European football. Alongside Tonali, reports have linked Manchester United with talented Portuguese midfielder Mateus Fernandes. Unlike Tonali, Fernandes represents a long-term investment for the future. The young midfielder has emerged as one of Portugal's most promising talents, attracting attention for his technical ability, work rate, and versatility. Fernandes is capable of operating in multiple midfield roles, and has impressed scouts with his composure and maturity despite his relatively young age. Many within football view him as a player with significant potential, who could develop into a top-level performer over the coming years. The possibility of signing both Tonali and Fernandes highlights a shift in Manchester United's recruitment strategy. Financially, completing both deals would require a significant investment. However, Manchester United's hierarchy reportedly views midfield reinforcement as a priority area. The club understands that modern football is often decided by dominance in midfield, and strengthening that department could be key to competing for major trophies. While no agreements have been confirmed, the rumors have generated considerable optimism among fans eager to see the squad strengthened. As the transfer window approaches, all eyes will remain on Old Trafford. Whether Manchester United can secure one or both targets remains to be seen, but the message coming from the club is clear: a new midfield era could be on the horizon. If these moves materialize, they may represent one of the most significant steps in United's ongoing rebuild in their quest to return to the top of world football.